The world is moving towards de-dollarization in an effort to reduce dependence on the US currency. An increasing number of countries and regional groups are shifting to the use of alternative currencies in international trade and finance. This shift reflects the desire to gain greater economic autonomy, reduce geopolitical risks, and strengthen their own economies. Russia and China are leading this process, actively increasing the use of the yuan and ruble in bilateral trade. At the moment, more than 80% of trade turnover between these countries is carried out in national currencies, which became possible due to the Western sanctions imposed against Russia. Moscow also trades with India in rupees, diversifying its currency portfolio. Brazil, for its part, has entered into agreements with China to settle in yuan, reducing the use of the dollar. President Lula da Silva has advocated greater use of local currencies in trade among BRICS countries, emphasizing the need for financial independence from the US currency. India is also taking steps to promote the rupee by entering into local currency settlement agreements with the UAE. South Africa is participating in the overall BRICS effort to reduce dollar dependence by establishing a renminbi clearing bank to facilitate trade in renminbi. Middle Eastern countries such as Egypt, UAE, Saudi Arabia, and Qatar are strengthening financial ties with China by entering into RMB settlement agreements, including on energy deals. The move is part of a broader strategy to diversify currency usage and reduce reliance on the dollar. Other countries such as Malaysia, Thailand, Kenya, Zambia, Bangladesh, and Indonesia are also increasing their use of the yuan in trade and financial transactions in a bid to deepen economic cooperation with China. Even some developed countries such as the UK, Germany, Canada, and Sweden are actively participating in RMB settlements, diversifying currency usage and strengthening trade and economic ties with China. The BRICS alliance has made a significant decision to move away from the use of the US dollar in trade settlements as part of a broader strategy to promote the use of local currencies in international trade. This initiative is driven by a desire to reduce the vulnerability of emerging markets to dollar fluctuations that could lead to currency instability, credit contraction, and capital outflows. In addition, the use of the dollar for international transactions exposes countries to the risk of falling under US sanctions, as clearly demonstrated by the restrictions imposed on Russia following its invasion of Ukraine. Another factor contributing to de-dollarization is the financial burden of interest rate hikes by the US Federal Reserve. This makes dollar-denominated debt more expensive, worsening the financial situation of developing countries and making borrowing in local or alternative currencies a more attractive option for maintaining economic stability. The expansion of BRICS, with the addition of new members such as Saudi Arabia, UAE, and Iran, is expected to strengthen the alliance's de-dollarization efforts. These new members, especially oil-producing countries, could have a significant impact on global trade flows by trading oil and other commodities in non-dollar currencies. In addition, the idea of a single BRICS currency is being discussed, but this is seen as a long-term goal because of the need for significant economic and institutional convergence between the countries. The current focus is on increasing the use of existing local currencies for trade and investment. Despite the challenges, the BRICS move toward de-dollarization reflects a strategic desire to increase economic sovereignty, reduce vulnerability to external shocks, and challenge the traditional dominance of the US dollar in global trade. This shift could lead to a more multipolar global financial system, stabilizing the economies of the BRICS countries and their partners. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed our content, please support us by liking and subscribing to our channel. Your support is very important for us. I wish you all the best and success in your endeavors.